Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I know I certainly did. It was a busy weekend, a busy, productive weekend, but I enjoyed every moment of it. And I'm glad to be back with you on this Monday morning for, this show. It's a little bit different from the Aspiring Authors Morning Show because it's taking you into a deeper level, okay, a deeper dimension. So it's the same, okay, but a little deeper. So we're going to dive into some things that's going to really get you thinking, really get your wheels turning this morning. Well, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, your number one inspirational book coach, and I have taught women who are failing to connect with their audience because they're not seeing their value and they're struggling to make those monthly obligations. And I want you to, just think about some of these things that I'm going to be talking about today, okay? Think about them. So grab your paper and your pencil because you're going to want to take notes today. Now, the theme for this whole month has been focus. Focus. And the topic today that we're going to be talking about is turning your passion into profit. Because a lot of times, you don't think that you have something, but you do have something of value. And like I say, I realize that there are women struggling out there. And the last thing that you need to think about is needing that extra job or a better job. I want you to think about that because you're thinking that you need that extra job or a better job while at the same time you're not realizing that you have everything that you already need. You have it. So in this season, what I'm focusing on is helping you to generate a continuous stream of revenue from writing your book. And it can be done. It can be done. You have to believe in yourself, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, having a book, it opens up so many opportunities where you could have money coming in each and every month. Now, all of these, previous broadcasts will focus on you, the audience, coming into a realization of who you are and what value you have to bring to the table. And again, doing it the right way, not just, throwing something together and hoping to get sales, but getting those sales by positioning yourself. That's so important. How to position yourself. Now, over these last 4 days, it was brought to my attention by my coach that I had outgrown a particular space. Sometimes when you're close to a situation, you can't really see it, but you always need those extra eyes to guide you into your next phase. Let's be real about it. And it's not that, I was doing bad because I'm going to tell you, I'm in an excellent place. I'm in an excellent place. But I'm at one of the highlights of my business. And I need to make moves. That's why I keep telling you all that you need a coach. Whether it's me or somebody else, you need a coach. I have two coaches that I'm in constant contact with. I had them on my show a couple of weeks ago, and I thank God for them. Because I'm going to tell you, there's things, there's places, on this journey where you need to make shifts. You need to change. You need to pivot. You need to step into another level. So you can't go into 2022 the same way you have dragged your feet toward writing your book in 2021. It's not going to work. You have to realize that when your time comes, you can't hurry to get ready. You have to already be ready. I think it's called the relay race, if I'm not mistaken. When one person is set in position to take the baton and continue to run. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you are a woman who is struggling to make ends meet every month, you have more month than you have money. I'm going to tell you, that does not have to be. It doesn't have to be. You do not have to struggle. Struggling and grinding is not cool. I already told you how, maybe some of you know, maybe some of you don't, how I started this business, Turning Point in Richmond. When I suddenly found myself in a sudden disruption in my finances. When the housing market went bust back in 2006. Where I had been climbing the corporate ladder. And I was laid off. Me with a bunch of other people through no fault of our own. A place where I wasn't used to, but something happened. You always have to be prepared. You always have to, be ahead of what may happen, okay? Financially. You have to think, what do you have to work with? So like I said, I found myself in this sudden interruption in my finances. Even though my husband and I, we both were working. He had a good job. I had a good job. Good job, y'all. You know how y'all think? Good job with good benefits, good bonuses, good retirement package. That was 2006. We had just purchased a home back in 2004. Not only purchased it, had it built from the ground up. A couple of months later, we purchased a brand new truck right off the showroom floor. F-150 crew cab. So the pressure was on, right? The pressure was on. I had been used to paying my bills on time, before time, and paying them off and, charge cards and, charging back again. That was my lifestyle. Okay? That was my lifestyle. But when you have to make arrangements to pay your bills and you can't, that's something that really bothered me. It really set me into a depression because now I was struggling with something that I hadn't been used to doing. Okay? Struggling to keep my word, to pay my bills. Maybe it doesn't bother you, but it bothers me. Okay? It bothered me terribly. Sent in my resumes. Was expecting somebody to call me. I send them in the morning. I'm not saying 1, 2, 3 resumes, okay? Nobody would call me. Now, I have good resume. I had all this experience and all this work history. I had everything. Good resume. Nobody was calling me for a job. I used to cry all afternoon. After weeks of going through this. They have a package for you when you depart from a job, but the money runs out. The money runs out. After weeks of that, I finally got a call to take a job. I took the job, worked 7 months, got laid off again. Me and a bunch of other people, okay? Like I said, through no fault of our own. That's just the way the market was at that time, during the housing crisis. It was a bank merger. They closed the location. There was a job, but I would have to reapply with no, they offered me something, but, I would have to reapply with no guarantee that I would get the job. Women, I'm telling you, don't have to struggle. And it came to a point where, writing had always been something that I enjoyed. I love to write. I had been doing it for years, just for fun. Not thinking that one day it would be something that I would have to rely on. So after me and my husband, we were discussing this, I decided. I made a decision that allowed for no turning back. I began writing my books, selling my books for profit. One thing led to the other. After my friends seen the success that I had with selling my books, they would refer friends, their friends to me to write their books. Then I started publishing books for other people. Then the story. It led to coaching, and it's leading to other things right now. What I'm telling you, ladies, you have everything that you need on the inside of you. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to struggle. You may be saying, Gertrude, you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know, what I'm going through. But I'm going to tell you, the fire is still a fire. It's still hot, no matter what. Your fire may not be my fire, but nevertheless, that fire is hot. That pressure is there. But we have to go through and not get stuck in a situation. Now, I could have sat there and boo-hooed and, waited for unemployment and all this. But just sitting there and not doing something about a situation, I'm going to tell you, I do have compassion, okay? I have compassion. But you have to decide that you're not going to sit there and allow things to just happen in your life. You have to find it within yourself that, I have something to offer somebody else, because you do. Each and every one of us have something that we can offer to others. Because, even though our situation may be bad and it may look bad, there's always someone in a worse situation than we are. And I hear you. I really hear you. And I want to tell you something that, I never mentioned on this broadcast. I never mentioned this. That my husband of 40 years, okay, suddenly passed away this year. And that was June the 3rd of this year, 2021. And it was something that really crushed me. I was even hospitalized for one day. But, and everything was out of whack, okay? I didn't even have strength in my body to even walk. But I came home and I decided I had to gain my strength. And God is good, y'all. His strength is made perfect in our weakness. And I understand that there are things that could really knock the wind out of you. But I want to tell you, you cannot stay there. You cannot stay there. You have value within you. You have a story to tell, okay? No matter what, you have a story to tell. You have value. And like I say, that was June 3rd. By the second week in July, I was back doing these live streams. And like I say, you can't compare yourself to me. But what you can do is you can decide that you won't remain there and allow situations to cause your dreams to die. No matter what, you can't remain there. Find something that's inside of you that you can help somebody else overcome. You have all of this education. You have experiences. You have expertise. You have your passion. What do you have to work with? My motivation was I have an audience that's dependent on me to get them to a place of experiencing victory in their lives. Okay? And I was the voice of authority to get them to their goals. And no matter, what I was going through, physically, emotionally, I had to get up. And you have to, no matter what you're going through, you have to get up. You have to rise to the occasion and stop the money struggle, seeking for ways to make ends meet when you already have it within yourself. It's already there. If you just look within, there's a motivation on the inside of us. If we just, tap into it. You have to connect with your value and extract what is inside of you. Connect with it. Extract it out because it's there. Turn your knowledge, your passion into dollars. You have to turn those things into dollars through writing your book. And that's what I teach women, how to not struggle. I'm going to tell you, before 2020, this pandemic, if I was not in position with teaching people how to write their books the correct way. Now, you heard me again, right? The correct way. Because there's a right way and a wrong way. And helping them to gain this consistent stream of revenue. I'm going to tell you, I would have missed out on my dollars. I would have missed out. And it's not a place for you to feel sad or anything of that nature, but now is your time. Okay? Now is your time. Wherever you may be finding yourself right now, this is your time. Okay? As you hear me say at the end of my show, this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. Okay? And what happened to me in 2006 was my turning point. And I'm glad I made that decision. I'm glad I made that decision. I have women now who I'm positioning. I'm positioning them to receive their dollars in this next wave. And I'm not talking about the pandemic or anything of that nature. What I'm talking about is a season. There's another wave that's coming, and they can't miss their season. So I'm getting them ready. I'm positioning them so they will meet their goals. Everything is constantly moving. And that's why you can't stay stuck. You can't stay in one place because everything is constantly moving. And as you move forward, you're going to meet it. But if you stay back here, it's just going to pass you by. It's going to pass you by. I already have opportunities that are always constantly presented to me. And I like to take other people with me, okay? When they're ready. When they're ready. And I see that, these people already. And they can't miss this opportunity. And you can't miss this opportunity. So if you're that woman out there and this message is speaking to you, schedule that 15-minute, that free 15-minute discovery call with me and stop the struggle. Because you don't have to struggle. You already have everything that you need. You just probably haven't realized it. Okay? You need that extra set of eyes. Like I told you, my coach said something and I said, oh, I'm not there anymore. You know? I'm not there anymore. Everybody needs somebody. So schedule that free 15-minute discovery call with me by going to bit.ly/generate revenue 2021. Again, that's bit.ly/generate revenue 2021. You know, some words may sound, how the young people say it, dope. It sounds dope, like I'm grinding. But you shouldn't say those words, okay? I'm grinding. Like it's so cool. Remember, your words guide your direction. Keep saying that, and the harder and harder it's going to be for you. I want to tell you, you don't have to struggle. So stop making struggle a place of comfort because you're missing out on your dreams. So schedule a free 15-minute discovery call with me by going to bit.ly/generate revenue 2021. Again, that's bit.ly/generate revenue 2021. And I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule today to join me on this broadcast, turning your passion into profit. And I look forward to seeing you the next time. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, your #1 inspirational book coach. And remember, this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of your day.